where you're sitting down with your seller and they want more ads, or they want, they look at all these publications, and it's showing them why we invest so much in the digital, online sphere for our listings. So if you look at our listing presentation, you see the heavy influence of the digital presence, and not so much in print, because you can show your client, as you can see here, the buyers aren't coming from print, they're coming from online. And that's all data you're showing just straight from NAR. So this page is really helpful. In addition,
have we handed out that page yet? Everybody have one?
It's going around.
Okay. Well, Crystal, I'll hand out a few.
okay. So that's the first part. And then, okay, this part, you guys may have seen this. It's kind of a two-phase. This is just through meeting with agents and managers. And we wanted a one-page overview because we have the marketing plans that are really great. I know you guys are using them. But we wanted a one-page to really dial it in. So this is showing a seller that there are 4 channels: digital, print, social, and mobile. Those are the 4 channels that their listing will be marketed on. And then it outlines in each column all those great websites. These are all premier websites we've done research on, we know buyers are coming from. So their listing is appearing on these sites. And then social, everyone talks about social, what are we doing? We have so many users on Facebook. So it's showing that their listing is exposed on social. It's really great to do Facebook advertising. We also have office Facebook pages. So if you haven't connected yet, please do. And we'll feature your listings on there in the event that you're holding. Then print, we're very fortunate in Orange County. We have a lot of company paid print opportunities. So make sure you send your photos and text to Crystal and she can plug it in there. And then mobile is another huge factor. We were really dialing this in last year because when you're on a listing presentation and if you forget this 4th channel, your competitor, maybe talked about it, maybe didn't. But if you add it in, it looks like one more piece that you're marketing that listing. So make sure you drop that in because mobile is a huge front. And as you can see, everyone's always on their phone. So you want to make sure that their listing is in front of people where they're looking. So looking at this is to help you as an agent know what's going on with the listing. But this is a great piece, and we're thinking about it. We're like, okay, what can we do with this? Well, for your seller, so when you're going in, you need a seller update. This is a one sheet, so you can add to it. Let's say you sent a professionally printed property brochure, put that in the print category. Maybe you did a just listed postcard, direct mail, add that to the print category. Maybe you sent an e-card, put that on digital. At the bottom it says just listed e-card marketing campaign. Maybe you sent a lifestyle e-card marketing campaign. Where we live, it's all about lifestyle. You got to show people why they need to buy a $3 million home. And it's about the lifestyle. So put that together, include it in your description, and maybe a video. Send an e-card to LA market, San Diego market, any other region. So those are the 4 categories to help you out. Any questions on that?
How much does most of that cost? I mean, e-cards, all the digital.
All of this is pretty much company paid for you guys. So even better.
Free!
And it's noted on the first page. Yeah, on the first page. So the one with Cabernet is for the client, Cabernet client. And the other one that's in your packet, that's for you guys, the agent, this is the classic theme. And that notes on there areas that you can upgrade to pay, or what's company paid, what's an upgrade fee, like AdWorks or the mobile ad builder is an agent paid. But a lot of that is offset through company underwriting those costs.
We've got a couple more slides.
Oh yeah. So this was like phase 1. This was for the agent. So listing entered into the MLS. This is why we're always encouraging you guys to enter them into the MLS because it filters on all these sites. Maybe if you don't want to enter it into the MLS, you have some upgrade opportunities on the bottom left under digital that you can put it on various websites.
But if you do that, make sure your SCLM is on file with your board. They are looking and they are finding. So it's another component.
So digital in the categories, digital, huge list on the left, then social market, print, giant list, and mobile, which is growing all the time. So to me, a big talking point on this is the fact the company's spending millions of dollars a year to create this. And the seller needs to know that.
One last point here. Okay, so we're looking at this under digital plus 350 additional websites. You guys probably saw this article. It was a cover story in Real Estate Magazine. This was emailed out to you guys. So there are really three parts. How many people like to travel abroad? Okay, good news.
Does Ensenada count?
It's not. It's always outside the U.S.
There last weekend.
Perfect. So we put together this list because Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is going global. That's what all of this is about, this article, and about the website berkshirehathawayhs.com. So I put together a list of 10 facts about going global, and this is a summary of all these different things that are coming out in your email and whatnot. This is mainly, there are three parts. Okay, the first part is berkshirehathawayhs.com. That's the 350 websites that's talking about, let's see here, so all of our listings through World Posting, over 200,000 are going to 37 countries, 70 real estate websites, plus our other syndication.
Languages?
It's in 10 foreign languages, and currency conversion, 47 currencies. So that's through berkshirehathawayhs.com. Then the second part, you may have seen our advertising campaigns where it's talking about going global. That's also on our website. So that's all the different websites through Wall Street Journal, Realtor.com International, Luxury Real Estate.
Can we pull that up?
Yeah, that's not perfect. Okay, so we have three.
Oh, that's July.
Yeah,
Is it the
July.
other one?
Yeah, so it's berkshirehathawayhs.com,
Here we
going
go.
global.
Here we go.
This one, reaching millions worldwide through all of these affiliations. This is going out in print ads. And then the third part is July. So those are kind of the three major components for going global.
But if we don't have talking points on these, the seller doesn't see value in them. So since the company's spending millions, I want to make sure I'm learning, the talking points so I can communicate the value. Since most of my competitors, most all of my competitors aren't spending nearly as much money as we are there to expose the home. More evidence that the issue isn't exposure and me having to pull out my checkbook and run another personal ad. It's a non-issue once they really see where their home's being exposed. What about evidence of eyeballs looking at this? What do we have? I know Google Analytics is tracking number of visitors a week from our local Southern California Berkshire Hathaway Company site. How many are we getting? Ballpark.
So yeah, we get weekly statistics from our website, and one of those shows, let's see, Realtor.com. Yeah, it's talking about referral links. So the second one that's referring to our site, because Facebook is referring to our website, bhhscalifornia.com. So we're getting a lot of traffic from Facebook to the site. The third is our national site, berkshirehathawayhs.com. So I also printed out this little handout to update your photo. So if you check your profile on berkshirehathawayhs.com, if your photo's missing, follow these instructions or let us know and we'll help you update it. And then the third non-search, non-referring site, non-search paid referring site is Realtor.com. So we're getting a lot of traffic from Facebook, berkshirehathawayhs.com, and Realtor.com.
Okay. Let me bring that into one bullet point that you can actually say to your seller that to me is very impressive. You ready? If you have, write this down. Just one of those things that I think is so helpful is the number of visitors every week to our Southern California company site. Berkshire Hathaway, BHHS Cal. BHHSCalifornia.com, just our company site, not the big international. We're tracking through Google Analytics a couple thousand visitors a day, so 14,000 a week. That's Jen Gaffney's weekly stats. And maybe we should, for a way to okay, so get this, just our company site. If we're generating 14,000 visitors a week, and Google Analytics shows the number of countries, right, that they're coming from, and it's 100 and...
Yeah, good traffic.
Can you get the numbers for us?
Yeah, I'll
okay.
email out.
So this is one key, just one impressive point like this is a differentiator with a seller, because they'll remember that. Wow, their local website is generating 15 would be...
56,000.
Okay, so yeah. So upwards of 60,000 unique visitors a month just from your company site? From how many countries? 150, whatever. There are numbers. We'll get those numbers. That's a huge talking point to me. Here's why. They're talking to local companies that are small. And the seller can connect the dots pretty quickly and realize that, boy, you had all those people from France look for a home here last week? Yeah, I guess nobody from France knows who XYZ Boutique is, do they? So I guess they wouldn't have gone there to look at property, but they all know. No names, don't mention any names. They all know who Berkshire Hathaway is, and here's the evidence that they know who they are, because here's how many looked for real estate here from that country last week. I mean, is that helpful? Yeah. And I would be willing to bet that nobody in this room mentioned that at their last listing presentation. So if that one thing is so powerful, how many more can we uncover so that we're prepared with 5 or 10 things that just set us apart? Because all this conversation about marketing not selling the home is absolutely true. But what else is true on the listing presentation? They're going to choose you, the company, based upon their view of your marketing in a large part, right?
There's another key factor in the high end, and that is a lot of foreign money coming over here for safety reasons. When they see the Berkshire Hathaway name, it rings safety to them. When they see Boutique Realty, it rings nothing.
True. Yes, question, and we'll close. We have a house on preview, so I want Earl to tell us about that, and we're going to be on our way. Yes.
Is there any way to know what price range they're looking for? I just wonder in your analytics.
The question is, does the analytics show what price range they're looking for? No. No.
You could do it probably by visit where they're going to look, right?
But I want to use this to differentiate, because they're deciding, is it you and Berkshire, or is it this other person in XYZ company? I want to differentiate. I want to give them good reason to hire us. Kurt.
If you Google let's say you're listing a new property. If you Google that property address in Google, and then you do a snapshot of how many pages come up based on just that specific address.
This is probably not on the market yet.
Exactly. Before you launch it, and then after you launch the listing, you'll see about a 25 to 30% gain in hits.
And please
That's
know
how
this.
you validate what we're doing.
I'm not clear. You need to say that again.
Yeah,
I'm not following.
Okay, if you Google your property
Can I throw this?
I'm loud enough, right?
No.
We're taping.
And we're taping anyway, so I want the question.
Okay, so before you launch a listing, when you take that listing, Google the property address and make sure you put it in parentheses so that you're seeing just the hits on Google that are just for that property address. Once you do a page, like I do a page print of that or a screenshot capture, and I save that. If you go back to your listing after you launch the listing a week later, you're going to see a 25 to 30% gain in hits based on that address. And if you validate that, that's all the marketing that's been syndicated out in the marketplace.
So that's evidence.
Evidence.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Please know the sellers are doing this as a knee-jerk response
they're
anyway.
doing it.
Sellers are doing it themselves. They're looking at their property, Googling it to see what comes up. So, good information. Anything else as we close? Where's Earl?
Probably left for the house.
You went to the house.
He did? He went to the house? Anybody know about the house? Can talk about it? Okay, well, we're all going to go see it. I have room for 4. Anything else for the good of the order? All right, we're done.
Good material.
You're going to go into the
Yeah, I will.
just jump one thing.
Perfect. You want me to meet you right now in the conference room?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Do you go to the restroom? I'll see you there. I think it's a thank you. She need a love room. She is. Oh, thank you. But you know, I actually answered the Sorry. There is a Michelle.